Good morning, this is Tanya from Love Goddess Tarot, and this is the daily love reading for the lovely Librans. Hello lovely Librans, I've decided this morning to do a love reading for you because you have been going through some serious transformations in this last year. And seeing that you've just had a birthday, you've started a new cycle. So let's have a look and see what this brings for you. I always say, take what resonates for you and let the rest fly. This is about a group collective message and reading, so certain things may resonate for you and other things may not. If you enjoy this video and you'd like to see more, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And let's have a look and see what the energies hold for you, lovely Librans. Well, lovely Libra, you have had quite a time of it with your love relationships. It's showing me that we have had some serious lessons to learn around love, and this could involve third-party situations, family issues, health issues, and matters of the heart being rather complicated and difficult. So if this has been your past, and you've had to go through some repeat lessons, you've dealt with some heartache and losses, there's a deep sense of sadness that has been sort of the undertone of your relationship, love life area for this last year. And it's been particularly hard for you, and especially because you're such a diplomatic sign, and you're kind and you're sweet and you're generous, and you're always trying to weigh up the pros and cons, and you put the shoe on the other foot and you really look at what the other person is feeling. It's really hard for you when you're abandoned and rejected and left, in a sense, with a lot of hurt. And I feel sometimes also the other person's feelings as well, because you are intuitive and you do tend to empathically pick up on their feelings too. So you've just had a really hard time in this last while. And so for some of you, this still is coming through in the present. So if you've been feeling confused, if you've been feeling alone and just so despondent about your love life, well, I'm here today to tell you that this is all going to change, and it will change quite quickly for you. However, you need to get back into loving yourself. Also remember that you are in your power. You have the choice whether to let other people's actions and behaviors affect you. That's up to you. You need to learn to protect your heart and to let people show up for you with their actions rather than with words. Now, because you're so charming yourself, you do love flowery words and charm, and you have this too. However, not all of that is always deep. And so when you do give your heart prematurely, sometimes there's betrayal, sometimes there's a letdown, sometimes the other person doesn't see things the way you do. And this leaves you feeling quite alone and abandoned, and it takes you quite some time to get over this kind of energy. So for moving ahead, please let the past go. Realign with love within yourself. You're awesome. You're so sweet-natured, and it's not worth carrying hurt and anger in your heart towards anyone. So if anything, to start your journey in your new birthday year, do that with forgiveness and really putting the past behind you and not looking back on it, because it won't repeat itself. So currently, well, we have the King of Swords. So what is interesting is that you are feeling and will be feeling much more stable. And today is a very good day for balance and for getting into a space of holding your own, so to speak. There's optimism, there's hope. And of course, you are such a royal sign that, you know, everything and anything that you come up against, you will always try to turn it into something beautiful. And there's a lot of good things coming in. As you can see, the clouds are behind you and you're looking ahead and you've got much more clarity and vision for what's ahead. So when it comes to love and you've done your healing, things are starting to move forward quite rapidly. There is still a little bit of resistance with the 10 of Wands. You know, there is still the sense that you having to push forward and you might have a lot of responsibilities because you do tend to take on a lot, and somehow you manage to always be this super person who does a lot. And I feel this is what people admire about you, lovely Librans. So you are still dealing with a lot of things. However, don't be so focused on what you perceive to be your responsibilities that you forget to have fun and you forget to focus on the balance of pleasure and time out, because it's something that you so need with so much Venus in your chart. If you don't have pleasure, you get depressed. So please, whilst you're being very responsible, also take some time out for matters of the heart and love. And why? Because it's looking really positive. And we have the Page of Wands coming in with a beautiful message. And so this lovely page is bringing you a message of love. This message is coming in quite suddenly. Someone is wanting forgiveness. Someone is stepping in and saying, I'm sorry. Are you going to accept them back, or are you getting yourself ready for a brand new chapter in your love life? So I feel looking at this initially, because of what was coming through from the past, third-party influences, I feel that you need to be dealing with somebody from your past first. And this person from your past is making or trying to make a comeback. So are you going to let them back into your space, or are you rather going to leave it alone? So for some of you, you may have decided that those third-party hurts, that old heartache, was just one time too many, and you might just venture off. And in that case, yes, you will have new love in this new birthday cycle year that you're in. So for those of you who are needing to deal with some unfinished business, lovely Libra, the Ace of Swords speaks very much of, you've got this. You'll have that conversation, and you need to have this conversation first before you make any decisions. Now, your lovely head may be thinking about, what will I say? You're overanalyzing. You're thinking about, the excitement of, what's going to happen. And you're already 20 miles ahead of having this conversation first before you make any decisions. So it's a bit of a time of pacing yourself, and it is saying this conversation will go well. Whether you choose to stay or not, it's giving you the option. If for some of you who have unfinished business with somebody, if you need to go back to this, it's saying that the universe supports you. You've got support on this. And for those of you looking for new love, brand new love, the universe is saying, you've learned your lessons, well done, here it is. So it comes in suddenly. New love for you will come in suddenly. For those of you who want to complete that unfinished business, this does not mean that in this birthday cycle, you do not have new love on your path. One of the things to remember is you have free will. And with free will, this means that you get to make some decisions. People will show up in your life and you get to decide whether you want to do the dance of love with them again or not. And one thing I will say for you Librans is that you have really had to dig deep to take a stand for your needs, what you want. And this is really powerful for you because for the longest of time, you've put your own selves aside for everybody else. Your needs have fallen by the wayside, and for a lot of you, you were emotionally impoverished, just giving. And so now you're finally standing up for yourselves, and well done for that. And this is where the rewards come in. And you will have a chance to heal the past by having this big conversation that's coming in. And you will be the victor and be victorious in this conversation. So we're seeing a period here for you, dear Librans, of anything from the next week to the next 6 months. So this is going to be a powerful time. You're really leaving the past behind and you are moving forward. You're moving forward in your love life. You're going to quieter, calmer waters, and you will be done with the past. So for a lot of you, you're leaving many things behind. And for the majority, this is an old pattern that you've been playing out for the longest of time regarding your needs not being met, and you're done. A lot of you would rather move forward on your own than to sacrifice the way you have in the past. And this is a good thing because for some of you, it will be about self-love and focusing on self. But all of you have the possibility now to move forward. And this is important, not to get stuck in the past and the old hurts, because the universe has your back. Your spirit guides are helping you on this journey. And for some of you, for a little while, you're going to be in transition and you might be focusing on your own needs first. As I said, there's a whole transformation going on. And for me, the death card is always about transformation and rebirth. So you're getting a chance to start anew. The old slate is being wiped clean. And as I said, from a planetary level, you've been through the trenches and you're now coming out on the other side and you're leaving that old stuff behind. It's time, Libra. It's time. Let it go. For some of you, with the 9 of Wands, there's still some old fear. Fear around being loved, fear around being worthy of love, fear around deserving love. And so it's okay if you want to take it slow, just don't close off your heart. This is a really beautiful time for love. You've got the next 6 months in which to continue this journey on your own or to allow love in. Now, lovely Librans, dig deep for this because there's some resistance, little bit of resistance that's still there, but it's natural for you to be a little bit more cautious after what you've been through. And so I say to you, go slowly, but don't freeze and stop the process of this lovely love energy that's coming in for you. You are in a period of learning new skills regarding love. Also putting yourself first as a priority, knowing that there are not just the other person's needs, but your needs that are also needing to be met. And so this is what it's going to be about, Libra. It's going to be about you learning to meet your own needs, to be expressing your own needs and to being vulnerable to do with what it is you need.